you share with us where and how AI is translating into business value today?
Sure. So, at a high level, and before I continue on that thread, folks, I just want to reiterate that AI is not all good. In other words, yes, it has limitations, but of course, the potential to misuse it is just as attractive to a certain audience, the bad actors, as it is for the people who have good intentions with AI. So don't get me wrong, AI can go very wrong very fast in the wrong hands. But like a lot of things in life, you have to kind of focus on the positive things and hope that outweighs the negatives. So there's a whole industry, right, that exists around trying to mitigate the risks of using AI. So, but in terms of, where we're finding good results, so the starting point with AI is the rationale for making a business case. Doesn't matter what industry you're in, tends to be two things: automation and cost savings. And the idea here is underlying principle of AI is that it is designed to emulate human behavior using machine-based um, capabilities, mainly software based. We're not really into hardware yet, but that's a whole other conversation. But when you go to that point and say, okay, so where is the use case for it? Within any particular business, there is always a need to have more forms of automation because every business is going faster today than it was before. With coming back to cloud, where we live in a global economy where information flows very freely, very quickly, the pace of business is faster. There are more competitors in your business, no matter what line of work you're in. And so there's more and more things that have to happen faster, quicker, smarter, cheaper, that kind of thing. Every business is under this pressure. So where you see areas where automation can help that, in other words, get things done faster, eliminate some costs, improve accuracy. You look at things where tasks are done, they typically tend to be very labor intensive. They tend to be very manual. So a lot of industries, have a lot of, human driven forms of record keeping and accounting and tallying of things, processes that are very, have a lot of human inputs to them along the way of doing things. For example, like doing, I don't know, credit checks, reviewing insurance applications, uh, workflows in hospitals for healthcare. There's a million things that require steps along the way where if you look at what AI can do, there's there are more and more areas where you could automate steps along the way. And eventually, when you can automate the whole process, you get a lot of efficiencies that AI can deliver. But you've got to trust AI to see that. So, at a high level, it's really about those automated pieces that make workflows go better. And eventually, when you take it a little further, yes, the cost savings become a little more real because now you get into areas like, for example, in the contact center where I do a lot of work, where customer service agents are talking to customers, when they're helped from with AI from kind of behind the scenes, they will basically solve problems with customers in less time. They will have more accurate forms of information to guide their kind of inputs with customers. And a lot of these things translate into, oh, I can handle 4 more calls a day because I'm more efficient this way. And guess what? If I do a better job, the customer is happier, they're not going to leave my company, as they're less likely. So now customer retention has a cost factor to it, right? There's lost business there if you lose customers. So when you start translating it into the benefits, kind of along the value chain of whatever line of work you're in, could be healthcare, could be government services, education, you name it, they all have the same output that says, yes, if I automate these steps and do them right, they will eventually translate, yeah, into either lower costs and, of course, higher revenues, which we all want to see. So there's kind of a universal set of drivers there that say, hey, I may be uncertain about AI, but I can't ignore it. The potential benefits are really too attractive to say, no, I'm not ready for this. I don't trust it. It has, it's not well thought out. It's there's a lot of reasons to walk away, but a lot of technologies have come along like that if we miss the boat, we really regret it later. And there's so many examples of that.